let's pass out some awards for the weekend. How about that?
I'm ready.
Oh, also, by the way, that Taysom Hill shit is just irritating to me. I can't watch it. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand it. I don't understand. I'd rather see Jameis Winston.
I mean, I get it. They enjoy like having the trickery, foolery stuff going on, and like then strike your throat. I get it. But at the same time, on the flip side, you can't get too cute.
Just get a little too cute. A little too cute. Let's go worst and best plane ride. Give me your 2 entries.
I'm saying the worst is the Rams going all the way back home after they should have beat Buffalo. But did you see that call that they threw the flag on to give Buffalo another chance? It was on 4th down.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you thought of that, because honestly, I thought the interception was worse earlier, so it kind of balanced out a little bit.
Yeah, I just think that how do you make that call at the end of the game? The game's over.
And it was late too. He was like,
flag.
So
I think that's a bad, that plane ride. That those guys were like, we won this game. And I'm going to say the best plane ride has got to be the 49ers going back from
escaping
the sticky turf where everyone's going to tear the ACLs. When your head coach is.
You would have been so insufferable if you were playing for the Niners going into that game.
So, I mean, when your head coach is complaining that he's never seen, so many injuries, I mean, that whole team was probably like, I don't want to play there. I don't want to play there. So they play, they get the win. They're happy to get out of there, get out of MetLife, get home, get to some grass.
Yeah, so, it's like the personification from a regular season standpoint of the 4th preseason game, or like the last.
Yeah, like, get me out of here. I don't want
to. Get me out of here. And they somehow managed to win 39-6. I'm going to go Carolina. That was just, they've been knocking on the door. Fun ride. Yeah, back east. They're probably hammering liquor the whole time, I'd imagine. I mean, that flight was probably like a party, I hope, unless Matt Rule's not with that shit. And then I'll go worst is the Jets.
Ugh, I mean, they are bad. They need to just fire that coach and they need to isn't Greg Williams the DC?
Yeah.
They just need to make him the interim head coach for the rest of the year. At least I think they'd play harder.
They would. People play hard for Greg, and also Greg's got experience as being an interim head coach, and I just think you need to rip the Band-Aid off sooner than later. I don't understand the whole thing of like wait till the end of the year. Assess, see what you have. Give me one team or player that we should panic about, and give me one that we shouldn't panic about.
I mean, if I'm the Falcons, it's full panic mode. Like,
dude,
like the head coach got to be. They got to start thinking like, what are we doing here? That's not working. We're losing, these games in the 3rd and 4th quarter. We're not finishing. We're not very tough. Matty Ice throwing picks at the end of the game when you should be marching down the field and putting yourself in position to win. I mean, it's bad. So I'm going panic on the Falcons.
Oh yeah, it's over, dude. I think they're past panic. I'll go panic maybe on the Titans defense. They're missing some pieces from last year, and the pass rush isn't very good because, like, it felt like you kind of made at least a tepid investment in your D-line and the front. And all of a sudden, Kirk Cousins looks halfway decent again, getting back on track against you. It's not a good sign right now. And they're a team that I'm really excited about. I was last year, but if their defense is going to play like that, the defense stepping up in the postseason is what allowed them to make that run. I would panic a little bit if I were them. Give me a don't panic.
I mean, you got to go straight from Billy O's voice. Hey, we're not hitting panic. So, I mean, I got to go Texans just because of the fact that they have a quarterback who I feel you can never count out. I think trading away your best receiver was probably a big mistake. And I'm sure Bill O'Brien is probably thinking like twice about, should I really said I was going to do the GM and the head coaching job? Because now you're getting it from both ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
so it's like for him, I'm sure it's extra stressful to see not only the way that they started out, but who's your go-to guy on offense now? I mean, you traded for a running back.
It was good to see
traded for a running back, but that can only get you so far. Like you see what Arizona's doing with Hopkins right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and it hurts to watch. I'm sure. I mean, I was going to ask, are they the best 0-3 team in the last decade? But it's funny, the 2018 Texans, who ended up winning the division, were undoubtedly better. The good news here is that I see a path for them. And by the way, that 2018 team was all one-score games the first 3 weeks. They've been outscored by 40 through 3. They play the Vikings, Jags, Titans, Packers. Okay, if they can get to 3-3 before they host Green Bay, after Green Bay, they've got the Jags, Browns, Pats, and Lions. Out of those 4 games, Jags, Browns, Pats, Lions, I don't know. I don't see them being big dogs to any of those teams. If I was to set a line against, Pats and Texans right now, it'd probably be 4.5. It'd probably be New England minus 4.5. So they're not that far off. And they just beat the Pats last year. I think they could get hot here. And Deshaun looked better yesterday. Cobb went off. Fuller had moments. So we'll see. Let's go Hollow Man. This is my favorite one. Have you ever seen the movie Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
And Rona Mitra, more importantly?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes.
So DJ Metcalf was almost Hollow Man. If there were fans there to warn him, do you think he sees it?
No, that was too he caught it and he was like, "There's no way this guy's touching me," and then boom, fumble.
Imagine being that good that you just feel like.
I mean, I wouldn't wear a shirt if I was that ripped.
Neither would I.
The guy's just a freak of nature.
How about the fly on the wall? One meeting you'd like to sit in on, or
I want to know the true feelings of Bruce Arians. I want to know the closed door talks that he has with the GM.
Yeah.
About Tom and Rob and because with his crazy interviews where he was just literally yeah, Tom screwed that one up. He threw a pick. That's all on Tom. And then just talking about Gronk, yeah, well, we're not throwing the ball to him 50 times. Do
you think do you think he kind of resents the autonomy that Tom had? That was my little working theory that Tom, hey, you brought me this guy down here out of retirement. Yeah. Why? The power.
Power, because at the end of the day, I don't care who you are. Most of these head coaches, they are on power trips. So they want to be in charge. They're the alpha. I tell you to do something.
I don't care how cool you are. I'd love to sit on that Drew Brees and Taysom Hill quarterbacks meeting. Taysom fumbles the ball and then they go to the sideline and Drew's just staring at his tablet, won't even look at him. Taysom keeps looking at him yeah, can you tell me it's okay? Can you tell me it's okay? And he wouldn't tell him it was okay. I do want to sit in on a Joe Judge meeting with ownership and Gettleman.
Hey, look, we're going to reflect. Look, Jersey's a hardworking society here. We're going to work. Hey, look, we're going to work. We're going to come in every day. We're going to work. We got to restart practice. We're going to restart practice. I don't care, man. Hey, listen up. Hey, when the guys come in the locker room, they're going to respect everybody in there. We're going to play for each other. We're going to play fast. We're going to look like Jersey. We're going to be hardworking. We're going to hit people.
It's like you've sat in on a Joe Judge meeting.
We might punch somebody in the face if we really have to, but look, hey, listen up. I could say more, but he's gonna.
Listen, I just want to know what's happening when he talks to Gettleman and the owner about, are we tanking? Because that's a question. We had the same question with Darnold. Are you gonna look? Oh. I would look a lot harder in that situation.
Yeah, no, I look. I think that right now, if you are a first-year coach in these crazy times, you might have the first overall pick because you had no preseason. You had, the team doesn't even know your coaching style.
But what do you do if you get there?
What if you get the number one pick?
Yeah. What if you do? I asked about Sam Darnold. What about Danny Dimes?
You traded away for 2 number ones.
And where does he end up? I say San Francisco.
Oh, San Fran, huh?
Danny Dimes to San Francisco?
Danny Dimes? No, I'm saying I'd keep Danny Dimes.
You trade the pick away.
I traded the pick away.
Okay.
I would trade the pick away because bodies are more important than the number one pick. To me, if you feel like you have a quarterback that's serviceable.
That's the question. And I would love to know, behind closed doors, do they think that Danny Dimes is the guy? He'll show me sometimes that he is. It's hard to really give him an evaluation, to your point, with everything going on up there. But he does flash at times.
What happened out there, Dada?
Let's go. What happened, Dada? What's the craziest shit you saw this weekend?
Dude, I
got nothing.
I couldn't watch the Raiders crack toss on the DNs. The Raiders' defensive front, the way that they played the running game, made me scream. I was screaming at the television. I was watching the television, and I was screaming at it. The Patriots ran a crack toss about 12 times, and the DN was in a 3-point, zoned in, tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Motion. Wow. Take out everybody. Outside run, 20 yards, 15 yards.
Yeah, it's like they never seen it.
Like, get a crack alert.
Yeah.
Stand up or look at the guy and hit him in between his eyes and freaking flatten the receiver. It's only Harry. Harry couldn't block me right now. Okay.
You have to. The rule on a crack toss, the way I was always taught to play it, is widen that wide receiver and take him straight to the sideline. You don't cross his face till the ball crosses the wide receiver's face, but you gotta dent him backwards.
You take a step and you turn and you put your forehead on his forehead, and he cannot take that.
Yeah.
Because he's a receiver.
Yeah.
You stop, you come, you hit him right in the face. He's doing the old man fall, and you just keep driving him, and you try to put his body into the running back.
Yep.
That's what you do.
And, of course, you need a force player to make that tight for you. I'm going to go probably very aptly what happened at that moment is I gave out the over in the Patriots game on DraftKings for our Greenlight Gambling show, and then I forgot to get the bet in. So on a day where I was in the red, I'm sorry, son. I think Christmas this year is going to be all about minimalism. There's a lot of kids that don't get a lot on Christmas, and you just might be one of them.
I used to get used shoes.
Used shoes.